Okay, so I'm a little bit annoyed. First at my mother-in-law, when I said at 1 p.m. today, oh, we're having pancakes for dinner. Oh, okay. I don't really want that. She doesn't mention it for the rest of the day. At 6:30-ish p.m., 6:40 p.m., my mother-in-law says, well, if we're having pancakes, I need eggs with them. Excuse you, what? We don't have any eggs. We finished them. You go through eggs like candies too damn fast. We don't eat them every day, but when we do, we go through like 2 or 3 eggs a day. Or per cook time. We do round eggs, like our homemade egg McMuffins. Eggs in a round thing on a skillet with in English muffins with some melted cheese. Oh damn it, I forgot my salsa. I'll just live without it. Anyways, then she has the gall to bake for eggs. Oh, can you go to the store and get some eggs? We need eggs, but we don't need eggs. The last time we had pancakes with eggs, my mother-in-law ate maybe a 1.5 inch diameter pancake. 1.5 inch diameter. That was like the very last bit of the batter. Yeah. And then she wanted an egg, but she didn't want very much. She wanted a sliver of an egg. And it was like 1/5 or 1/6 of a round egg. A sliver. Less than a bite. A bite you would give to maybe an 8-month-old baby when you're weaning them onto table foods. Just to give them a taste. That's how much she took. I'm not buying eggs for you, Nancy. I'm not buying eggs for you. I'm buying eggs for us. But I didn't need to go grocery shopping with the last of our any money that we have until payday, which isn't even this week, that's next week. So at least now we have eggs and English muffins and cheese to get us through the next week and a half. But that wasn't the point. Damn it, I forgot to buy pasta. Oh well. We have eggs. And secondly, I go to Safeway and security guard in there is like, no backpack. What's in the backpack? Nothing, it's my grocery bags. Well, no backpack. Fine, I'll go to Fred Meyer and give them my money. Fuck y'all. I said that and gave him a middle finger. And I walked out. I should have gone on a tirade like a Karen, but I didn't have the time and I didn't feel like it. That's the best I did. It's really cold outside, so that's why you see a tear in my face. But I also am upset at my mother-in-law for waiting until the last point in the day for me to go grocery shopping. I normally go grocery shopping between 2 and 5 p.m. when the buses are aplenty to get from point A to point B to point C without waiting in excess. But yeah, now I'm not going to get home till like 9. Mind you, I'm only a mile from home, but the wait times for buses after 6 p.m. are ridiculous. So it's her fault that she's going to have to wait and starve, but it's not like she's going to eat much of anything anyways. Last night she opened a can of SpaghettiOs and blamed my husband and I for sleeping in all day and not making dinner for her. Okay, what? 1, you're responsible for yourself, for your own food. 2, you barely ever eat anything. And 3, normally you starve yourself until you get a chance to go to Chick-fil-A. That's what she does. And because she hasn't had Chick-fil-A in at least 3 days, she's actually been eating little tiny bits. I made some El Cheapo pastaroni for lunch today, and she took about as much as you would give a 10-month-old for the first exposure to really low quality Alfredo pasta. Like a smidgen. Like 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons worth of crappy low quality Alfredo pasta. That's all she ate. Does she have an eating disorder? Yeah, it's called addicted to fast food to the point where she doesn't want to eat anything that's made in the kitchen. That's her addiction. That's her eating disorder. It's really fucked up how she eats and how she doesn't eat. She's also missing a lot of teeth, and so she can't like take bites like this, like from a hamburger or a chicken sandwich. She goes to Chick-fil-A. She gets a chicken sandwich with the number one, the classic, and you know what she does? She cuts it in half, and then she takes the chicken out of the bun, and then she puts it on a plate, adds the Chick-fil-A sauce onto the plate instead of just taking the peel off, and then she cuts the chicken into tiny little bites, and then she plays with her food and pushes it around in the sauce, but then she takes 2 bites, and then she says, oh no, that doesn't taste right to me. Well, no shit. 1, it doesn't taste right because you're eating it in the wrong way, that it's not meant to be eaten that way. 2, you're also eating it like an hour after it's been out of the bag. She'll procrastinate. She'll be like, oh, I'll just eat this later. Yeah. She does that. And it's annoying. And I hate it. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it! I wish my mother-in-law would eat like a fucking normal person. She used to. She used to maybe like skip 3 or 4 bites. But that was fine. Now, she eats 2 bites and says, oh, it all tastes bad. Lady, you wasted a whole can of Campbell's tomato soup a week ago, or 2 weeks ago. You know why? She wanted it. She poured it into a pot. And then she went out for the day. She didn't even turn the stove on. She just poured it in a pot and left it there. The reason why Campbell's soup is in a can is so it has preservatives and it's away from bacteria. Now when you leave it on the stove all day, just in a pot, not turned on, not heated up, you don't even bother putting it into a container and into the fridge. Like, what's up with that? Come on, lady. Come on. It's so fucked up. Anyways, my mother-in-law drives me up a wall with her bad eating habits and her bad food habits and her food wasting habits galore. So I have resorted to giving her baby portions to give to a less than 1-year-old. Food is for fun until they're 1. In this case, food is for 64. Fun is for 64. But when you turn 65, maybe then you'll eat normal human adult portions again. I don't fucking know. Anyway, she's lost like 30 pounds. Just from like starving herself, not eating, going to Chick-fil-A, going to McDonald's, but eating like tiny little baby portions to give to a toddler to just assimilate them to the taste. She just doesn't get it. She doesn't get it. And that day that she did the tomato soup and just left it out in the open, I tossed it down the drain because it had been in the open for far too long, for like 2 or 3 hours, absorbing bacteria from the elements, from the air, because I had already made something in the kitchen and made another thing, and I had done a whole round of dishes. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. I didn't even know it was there until after I was done with the dishes. So yeah, that's my mother-in-law in the gist of her. She's a crazy wild person, and I don't like how she treats me, and she doesn't pay for groceries. She didn't pay for tonight's groceries. And yeah, she wants egg, but she's gonna eat a sliver. She's gonna eat just a sliver to put a taste of it on her tongue and say, oh, that doesn't taste right. And then she's gonna eat a 1-inch diameter of a pancake and say, oh no, that doesn't taste right. Nancy, get out of my kitchen and get out the fuck out of my house. If nothing I make tastes right, then why the fuck are you fucking eating it? That's how I feel about my mother-in-law. And no, I'm not deleting this. Take it for what it is. I don't fucking care what your opinions are. This is my fucking opinion. Okay, have a great day.